Our next video is on parallel and perpendicular lines. So if two lines are parallel, then the gradients are the same. And if two lines are perpendicular, then the gradients are the negative reciprocals. So perpendicular is when two lines are at right angles to one another. So if we had a line like this, and then a line like that, where these are all right angles between them, then they're perpendicular. So if the gradient of the first one is a over b, then the gradient of the second line is negative b over a. Example 1, find the gradient of all lines perpendicular to a line with a gradient of 2 over 7. So if we have 2 over 7 is our gradient, which means the perpendicular is a negative reciprocal, which means a gradient of a perpendicular to that, this is positive, which means the gradient will be negative, and then we flip the fraction, so it'll be 7 over 2 instead. The next one we have negative 5. So the gradient of the line perpendicular to that will be positive, because if the original one is negative, you swap the sign. Now, if you think 5 is the same as saying 5 over 1, if we were to write it as a fraction, so the negative reciprocal of that will be 1 over 5. So you just flip your fraction and change the sign. You can also have collinear points. 3 or more points are collinear if they lie on the same straight line. So A, B, C are collinear if the gradient of AB equals the gradient of BC. So this next example, we want to show that these 3 points are collinear. Basically, we want to show that they are all on the same line. So we want to find the gradient of AB, the gradient of BC, and show that it's the same. So if we start with AB first, so the gradient of AB will be m equals, remember it's y2 take y1. I'll write that formula here quickly to remind you. So y2 take y1 over x2 take x1. So with AB, y2, I'm going to have 9 minus negative 1, divided by the x values, 6 minus 1. 9 minus 1 is 10, 6 minus 1 is 5, 10 divided by 5 is 2. Then we want to look at the line of BC. So y2 take y1, so we'll go with 3 minus 9 over x2 take x1, so 3 minus 6, which will give us negative 6 over negative 3. Divide those two and you get 2. So as the gradients are the same and share a common point, the points are collinear, and we just need to write that in a sentence. That's all I want to do with parallel and perpendicular lines, so that will be exercise 9D from your booklet. Remember, once again, showing our working, emailing your teacher with any questions, and I will talk to you all next lesson.